A very warm welcome to our program. This is One TV News in English at 5. I'm Yanni Moutsios. These are today's top stories. Greek government calls for national unity towards an unpredictable neighbor amid Turkish president's direct threat in Greek on Twitter. Committee holds its first ever hearing in public on Prime TV. Former President Trump accused of attempted coup. Police in Thessaloniki arrest 4 persons from Britain wanted for drug trafficking. More than 300 kilos of cocaine worth over 10 million euros confiscated. National Meteo Institution issues warning for severe weather conditions for the next 3 days. The Greek government called for national unity towards an unpredictable neighbor, while former Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras replied to Erdogan in Turkish. Meanwhile, German Chancellor Olaf Scholz is visiting Thessaloniki today to take part in the South-East European cooperation process, but Berlin's mediation efforts may have little chance of succeeding. Amid a fresh escalation in the Greek-Turkish relations following Greek Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis' speech at the US Congress last month, Erdogan directly threatened Greeks on Twitter in their own language. We warn once again Greece to be prudent, to stay away from dreams, rhetoric and actions that will lead it to results for which it will regret, as happened a century ago, Erdogan tweeted. Ankara pushes for the demilitarization of Greek islands neighboring Turkey by invoking international treaties, claiming that the presence of the Greek army is a threat to the country's security. Erdogan is strongly irritated by the fact that Greece is using the EU and NATO, in the latter Turkey is also a member, as a protective umbrella in its relations with Turkey. For its part, Turkey has insisted that pending issues should be resolved bilaterally. Coming up next, committee holds its first ever hearing in public on primetime TV. Former President Trump accused of attempted coup. European Union Commission has sent a clear message to Ankara urging Turkey to show respect towards the EU member states' sovereignty on land, sea and air. EU spokesperson Peter Stano said that the EU has been very clear regarding the attitude of Turkey in a constructive manner to abstain from any steps, rhetoric or actions that may lead to further escalation and to commit itself to the construction of good neighbouring relations, not the opposite. Turkey should respect the sovereignty of the EU member states on their territorial waters and their airspace. We have repeatedly stated that any pending issues should be dealt with in a peaceful manner, though through dialogue, good faith and utter respect to the international law, according to the principle of good neighbouring relations, Stano said. After almost a year of investigation, the Democratic-led US House of Representatives Select Committee opened on Thursday evening by showing clips from interviews it conducted with members of Mr. Trump's inner circle. The timing was geared to reach huge evening TV audiences across the US. Footage was aired of testimony by former US Attorney General Bill Barr, saying he had repeatedly told the former president that he had lost the election and his claims of fraud were wrong. The hearing also featured a recording of testimony by Ivanka Trump, the ex-president's daughter, saying she accepted Mr. Barr's rejection of her father's conspiracy theory. The committee room went awkwardly silent as Mr. Cheney read an account that claimed Mr. Trump, when told the rioters were chanting for Vice President Mike Pence to be hanged for refusing to block the election results, suggested that he deserves it. Before the House inquiry opened on Thursday evening, the first of 6 hearings expected this month, Mr. Trump dismissed it as a political hoax. The former president has been publicly hinted about another White House run in 2024. He continues to peddle unsubstantiated claims that the last election was rigged by mass voter fraud. The Congressional Committee is led by Democrats, who formed the panel after Republicans blocked attempts to set up a full independent inquiry. Just 2 Republicans, the staunchly anti-Trump reps Adam Kinzinger and Liz Cheney, are taking part. The goal of the committee is to provide a comprehensive account of not only the 6th January riot, but the coordinated, multi-step effort to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Members plan to produce a report and possibly hold another hearing in September to outline their findings and offer suggestions for reforms to the US electoral process. More to come. Police in Thessaloniki arrest 4 persons from Britain wanted for drug trafficking. More than 300 kilos of cocaine worth over 10 million euros confiscated. A man aged 59 years old traveling from Portugal has been confirmed as the first case of monkeypox in Greece. The case was reported by the National Public Health Organization from doctors at the Andreas Ingros Hospital, where the man is treated in isolation, whereas health authorities are investigating for close contacts. The suspicious monkeypox case was confirmed after molecular tests had been conducted by the microbiology laboratory at the Medical School of the Aristotelium University of Thessaloniki. The monkeypox virus has been identified as the West African clade and is known to cause mild symptoms, whereas it is self-limiting, National Public Health Organization statement reads. Coming up next, National Meteo Institution issues warning for severe weather conditions for the next 3 days. Police in Thessaloniki arrested 4 persons aged 38, 48, 45 and 52 years old respectively from Britain, wanted for drug trafficking. The actors have been taken before court today, accused of trafficking 300 kilos of cocaine. The court charged them with drug trafficking, gang formation and illegal possession of weapons. According to police sources, one of the men arrested is the sibling of the head of the drugs cartel, who was wanted with an international warrant for setting a man on fire. Police officers raided a mansion in Thessaloniki where the 4 resided and found 300 kilos of cocaine worth more than 10 million euros. Homeland Security officers from Thessaloniki, working along officers from the Drugs Enforcement Agency in Athens, assisted by the Guardia di Finanza Reggio Calabria, tracked the drug smugglers. Cocaine was hidden in boxes filled with bananas originating from Latin America, distributed throughout Europe and Australia. A storm coming from the northwest is expected to cause some serious disturbances throughout Greece the following 3 days. The storm, dubbed Genesis, will hit mainland Greece on Saturday. Heavy rain and hailstorm already struck Larissa, Philochia and Thessaloniki. The severe weather wave is expected to weaken later on Saturday. That's all from us for now. Next news bulletin in Greek at 6 o'clock. Thank you for watching.